It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. I'll tell you one thing we've seen during this grit and grind era in Memphis is that they are tough in the postseason. What is it, Kenny, about the Grizzlies' style that makes them so dangerous in the postseason?
They're just physically taxing over 7 games. Could you imagine this as someone leaning on you for 48 minutes? That's what the Memphis Grizzlies do. That's what makes them tough and hard to defend and play against.
Well, the playoffs are naturally a little bit slower in tempo, and the Grizzlies, that's their style. You know, that's how they play. You know, Big Z, he's older now, but he's a monster on that blizzknock.
I mean, it's a situation, isn't it, Kenny, where some teams have to adapt to playoff basketball. The Grizzlies basically play it all year long.
Yeah, certain teams adapt. Certain teams have to just continue. They just continue.
This game about ready to tip off. Let's send you to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's the Western Conference on display, featuring the Memphis Grizzlies. We're in New Orleans, Louisiana. The Pelicans playing here with a home court advantage. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. On the wings, it's Lee and Green. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the numbers, even though he still plays under the rim.
Evans kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Ashik. There's the pick. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Davis. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Davis has got the opening basket of the game for New Orleans. Pelicans on D.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long and still puts up double-double numbers. Averaged a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
Now, here's Gasol. Eric Gordon with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And for Zach Randolph, at his experience level, to put up 15 and 10 or better, the last player to do that back in 1999. So it's a rare feat.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
Free throw drops for Zach Randolph.
In a league that's becoming more and more pick and roll oriented, Zach Randolph is more of a throwback, if you will. I mean, he likes to back his man down and battle for those offensive rebounds.
And Zach Randolph drops them both. Oh, I love the power forward. Zach Randolph always seems to carve out space, the space he needs to play well.
Yeah, he's unorthodox but extremely gifted. A nice blend of physicality with high skill level, especially when you talk about shooting the ball.
Pondexter kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6. Buries it down low.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Conley. Gasol, a screen on Evans. Conley into the lane. Ashik against Gasol. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Dishes it to Pondexter. Davis sets a screen. Pondexter kicks to Gordon. Sinks the triple. Gordon's got 5 now.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Evans against Conley. To the left side wing. Gasol against Davis. Gasol dishes to Conley. From about 19 feet, Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I caught up with Coach Dave Yeager. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin will see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Lee with the ball. Outside Conley. Pass to Randolph. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Gordon. He has 5. Davis, the pass to Evans. Back to Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Looks for Randolph. Gets it to him. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Randolph's got 6 points. New Orleans in the lead. Passes it to Davis. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Back to Davis from 17 feet out. Here's Ashik. Banked in off the glass.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Conley. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. At the elbow, Randolph. Shot no good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. The Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss.
Now Conley. Gasol a screen. Conley kicks to Randolph. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Randolph's got 8 points.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Gordon dishes to Evans. Back to Gordon. Right through the D for the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Gasol, a screen on Evans. Conley's shot is off.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here is Davis. On the wing, Eric Gordon. He kicks it to Pondexter. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Evans. Here's Hushik. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound. And guys, for most of his career, Ashik has been going back and forth as a starting center. Only started 2 games his first 2 years with the Bulls. Signed an offer sheet with the Rockets and started 82 games for them in his 3rd season.
Alexis Ajinça has checked in for the Pelicans. Coles comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Tony Allen's checked in for Courtney Lee. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Well, going back to Ashik, he lost his starting job to Dwight Howard in his 4th season. He was in Houston, so he didn't want to come back and have his career labeled as a guy coming off the bench. So, Greg, he reportedly asked to be traded, and that's what he got.
Well, and you know what? The Rockets shipped him off to the Pelicans in exchange for a protected first-round pick, and he became a starter again. Moral of the story, don't put Omer on the bench. He won't like it.
Now here's Conley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Randolph, no one around him.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
The lead pushed to double digits. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Randolph. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Pelicans leading by 8. Davis sets a screen. Evans attacking Ajinça, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Conley, the pass to Allen. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Gordon kicks to Cole. Inside from 12 feet out. Pelicans keep it alive. That's good. Ajinça's got his second bucket.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Here's Cole. Evans at the elbow. Feeds to Davis from 12 feet out. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second chance buckets.
Now here's Allen. Out to the wing. Conley left side. Off the left rim and out. Pelicans leading by 12. to the paint. Here's Evans. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Last season was possibly the best of Tyreke Evans' career, at least since his unbelievable rookie campaign.
Yeah, and Kev, a lot of that has to do with his injury history. I mean, last year he played in 79 games. That's the most of his career. So you could say it was probably the healthiest season he's had since he was a rookie.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You know, back to Tyreke Evans last year, he had a big jump in three-point percentage. He was also up in assists, rebounds, really did a lot of good things. The only bad news, he was also up in turnovers.
Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Gordon, then for the Grizzlies. Brandon Wright's checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Udrich in for Mike Conley.
And talking about Tyreke Evans, you really hope he can build on what he did last year. He has too much talent to waste on inconsistency. Time for him to just step up here in the prime of his career.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're a sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
He's off on the second.
And for Memphis and the D-League, they made the most of it. Sent 3 players for a total of 14 assignments with the Energy. And that's how you make the most of an affiliate.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Udrich. Wright dishes to Udrich. Goes up on the high post. The rebound by Anderson.
You know, considering the Grizzlies and their D-League partnership, it really makes sense for the franchise. Memphis has always been a place where they grow their own talent. A lot of good players have come out of Memphis. Not a lot of big names signed in free agency by the Grizzlies.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Allen. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership and the playmaking skills the team had originally acquired him for.
You know what, Kevin? Over the second half of the year, everything just kind of fell apart for Drew. He couldn't shake an injury to his lower right leg, and as a result, had to watch from the bench as his team fought for its playoff lives.
Left side, Gasol. The dish to Udrich. Gasol a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Udrich, guarded by Holiday. Can't connect from short range.
And when you talk about Holiday, the Pelicans really needed his contribution last season. He can score and distribute the basketball equally as well. An excellent all-around defender. Exactly what you want in a point guard, except that he just couldn't stay healthy.
And for Holiday, I love his effort. He works extremely hard. His injuries, no fault of his own, just a run of misfortune. Let's hope this talented young man can turn it around and keep it turned around from a health standpoint.
And we all know Drew Holiday is a tremendous talent. That's why he was traded for the draft picks that became Nerlens Noel 2 years ago and Elfrid Payton last season. Such impressive company that Holiday may be feeling the pressure to live up to it.
He hits the second from the line. Getting back to Holiday, we've seen the size, the court awareness, the change of pace moves he brings. Clark with a little more assertiveness and continued improvement on his jump shot. He'd be hard for anyone to keep up with.
Boy, I really like this young man's game. He's got tremendous natural ability and a great work ethic. I think he'll very well be one of the best guards in the league. Only 25 years old right now. Plenty of time to reach that potential.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Cole. Anderson, a screen on Carter. Holiday, the pass to Anderson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
Carter outside. That doesn't go either for Carter. The shot. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Pelicans on top. They're up by 10. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his area of focus.
A lot of face-up, like to do the one dribble pull-up. You like to do the one dribble and fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hurt you with.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
So on the floor for Memphis. White is out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Lee, then it's Udrich, and it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
All right, now, take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol. And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir.
How'd
That's
you
what
know
we
all
do.
that stuff?
That's what we do here.
Woo.
Info and entertainment.
Oh. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, the Grizzlies had a good shot at winning their division last year. Ended up only 1 game behind the Rockets at the end of the season. Tough pill to swallow for them.
Pondexter with it. Covered by Lee. Pondexter kicks to Davis. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Green, the screen. Lee dishes to Conley. He feeds it to Carter. And a wide open look for Lee. Can't hit. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And for the Grizzlies, it would have been their first Southwest Division title ever last year. They remain the only team in the division to not win it yet. Houston won it last season.
Yeah, and they only went 9-7 last season within the division. That was still the best in-division record in the Southwest. Every other team went 8-8 or 7-9.
Here is Carter after Tyreek Evans has scored. And it's Carter penetrating back to Green. Gasol's in the post, working on Asik. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Gasol.
Well, I tell you what, it's easy to get spoiled watching this fella. I mean, he just makes it look so simple.
Now here's Evans. 6 points for him. Screen by Asik.